We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In motion right is Smith. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Back to throw, Fields. That's caught, Waddle on the left side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Off play action, Fields. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action here on 1st down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded just inside the 20. To start it out, Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The RPO, he completes it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Robinson with another carry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 2. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Steps away. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hill. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Robinson up the middle. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
He's not going to get me. Mike 41. You got to wedge that. Who that?
A quick toss outright. He's going to have the first down and more than that. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, Hill. Play action. It's Fields. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Robinson again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Commanders are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And going deep for Hill. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 61 yards. Fields on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. To throw is Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Washington, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.